Good morning, everybody. Good Monday morning. Let's get gorge. Let's get ready for another amazing week. Let's start putting our minds in the right headspace to start having a great day starting now. Good morning, babies. Today we have a doctor's appointment, so I need you on your best behavior, both of you. And you just stay still so they can take their sonogram pictures. Are you hearing me in there? You guys better behave for the doctor's appointment. At least for that. I'll be fair with you guys. At least for the doctor's appointment, for this first couple of half day, behave for mom and dad. And then the rest of the day is all yours. It's a free-for-all. But in the beginning, stay still a little bit for the sonogram lady. Whew. I have to cross my legs so I don't pee myself. Because sometimes that will happen. Hello, good morning. Good morning, Macy. Good morning. Josiah. Hi, baby girl. Carol. Hello. Good morning, girl. I hope you girls are doing good, girl. I'm doing good. Sherry Michelle, thank you so much for liking the video. I see you, girl. Me and the kids are having a bit of a talk this morning. Well, you just saw. Come on, kids. Having a little bit of a talk so that when we have our doctor's appointment today, that they are not squirming around and they could take their family photo. Their sonogram picture. Okay, so first things first, let's go ahead and brush our teeth. Brush our teeth. So today's video, I'm gonna be out by, let's say, 7:50 because our appointment's at 8:30, just so I can get dressed. Let's just say 8. It's like 15 minutes away. Good morning. ASMR moment. Made you look. Okay. Excuse me. Apologies. Made you look. Just kidding. All right. Now that we're done brushing our teeth, let's go ahead and wash our faces. Okay. And for our face wash, today we're using this Hello Kitty face wash, the Creme Shop, this one. Hi, girl. Hey, girl. Good morning. I hope everyone's doing great. Norma. Today is Norma's birthday. If you guys didn't know, today is Norma's birthday. Norma, I hope you have a great birthday, sweet girl. I hope today brings you love, light, joy, cheer. I hope that you feel on top of the world today, girl. So if everybody can just say happy birthday to Miss Norma Island, girl. Hey, girl, miss you. Hello. Let me see. Pink Girly 93. Hi, girl. How's your pregnancy going so far? My pregnancy is going great. I would say very smooth in my opinion. Lindsay, LOL, stop. Thank you so much for wishing Norma a happy birthday. Loandra, baby, thank you so much for wishing Miss Norma a happy birthday. We can get Miss Norma a million happy birthdays today. Let's do it, girl. Love Sosa, yes, girl. I'm 5.5 months pregnant. On Wednesday, I'll be 5 3/4. 5 3/4 pregnant on Wednesday, aka 23 weeks. Okay, let me finish washing up this face. Let it get nice and foamy and sit on the skin so it can lift up any dirt particles from last night. Yay! It's okay, Love Sosa, because you're here now, girl. You're here now, and now you know. So that the next time you see me, you're not like, what? You're like, what? Again, for how big I am. You're not what for me being pregnant, but you're like, what? For how big I am. Yes. Oh, Cassie, congratulations on your pregnancy, Cassie. Love you. I try to stop by. Yes, Island girl. I know. I appreciate your presence. I appreciate your presence, Island girl. I appreciate your presence, baby girl. That goes for everybody. I appreciate your presence. Okay. Now that I wash my face, now we're gonna go in with toner. Actually, before even toner, apologies. After I wash my face, let's go in with our mild exfoliating pads because I haven't used them in a couple of days. So let's just do it. Yes, good morning. Good morning. Let me see. Cassie says, I'm grateful. My pregnancy has been good. Just always hungry. I know, Anise. I know, Anise. Thank you, Anise. I know, baby girl, Cassie. That's how I am too. Always hungry. And it's because, girl, you have a baby that's hungry too. It's not you, it's the baby. Just living through your face and your tummy. Let me see. Alicia says that she has a job interview. Yes, girl. Yes, for job interviews. I love it. I love it. Remember, baby girl having the interview. You're going to ace the thing. You're going to rock it. Just, this is your time to showcase yourself. Don't talk like a mouse. Talk firmly. Not yelling. Not too much. This is a time for you to present yourself. Like, hey, girl, I'm here. And of course, not girl, but like, hey, ma'am or mister. My name is Sweet Girl, Baby Girl. I'm here to rock your world in the work world. Like, whatever you need, I'm there. No, but in seriousness, I would say to read the job specs before. Just sit there, like, waiting to be called in and read what their requirements are. What are they looking for? And try to think of, like, how do you know how to do it? How have you done it before? And so when you go in there, you're like, yeah, I used to do this and that and the other at this job and this and that and the other. And I saw on your resume or on the application that you guys were looking for this, that, the other. And I correlate and I relate it to this and that and the other. And they're like, oh, without you even like having to be asked. I think the hardest questions in a job interview are when they ask you like about a difficult customer or a difficult situation. You're like, like, out of all the hundreds that I know, let me find the best one, So, but you're going to rock the thing, girl. Think positively. You got this. You got this, girl. Okay. I saw some, what do you call it? Some soap underneath the nail. Okay. Now that we got that going on, we got this going on. Now we're going to go in with our Huxley toner, which I love. The singing, Purple Ducky, the singing went really well. We were at church for 5 hours. towards the end, my throat was hurting so bad. I was like, Bird, I can't speak anymore. Like everyone, like when we were leaving, like, you know, all the big crowd, the huge crowd on Saturday. They're like, hey, Simone. I'm like, hi. I can't talk. They're trying to have a full-blown conversation. I'm like, I can't talk, my throat. But it went really well. Of course, nerve-wracking. My bird says that I messed up. He's like, you messed up on this part. I'm like, I did? Like, yo ni cuenta. He's like, yeah, you said St. Joseph and you're supposed to have said St. Stephen. I was like, really? Like, I didn't even catch it. He's like, yes, you didn't notice? I'm like, I had no idea. But if I didn't know that I messed up, then, well, oh well. Now we're going to go in with our under eye cream. Okay. And any leftover goes on the belly. And then last but not least, two pumps of moisturizer. Okay, there we go. Okay, let me see. Good morning, Mrs. Espitilla. Hi, girl. Yes, I'm 5.5 months pregnant with twins. There's 2 kids in here. I know the stomach gets skincare too, girl. It has to, cause shoosh. I'm trying to avoid stretch marks as much as possible. I know they're inevitable. It's gonna happen, I know. But if I can like avoid getting stretch marks until they happen, then okay, fine, you know? So yeah, that means I'm gonna clean my ears. Cause I feel that there's like water in them. Does that ever happen to you? Obviously, right? Happens to you all the time you shower, right? Hello, or wash your face. Remember, the key is, and this trick is, I should have used the same one. Oh well. To not go in your ear canal. Just clean around your ears. Okay. All right, let's go, girl. Let's go. Let's go get gorge. Okay. Yes. Do I still get cravings, girl? Yes. I want to eat everything under the sun, huh, Richard? Okay, let me see. Here we go. Yay! Okay, then we get the chair. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay, the chair is here. Poor shorts don't even fit. Like busting at the seams. That's one thing for certain, girl. I can't find clothes that fit me anymore because I've gained so much. It's okay, though. It's okay, girl, because I gained for the babies. I gained for them. Yes, too early. I'm always hungry this week. It's yogurt and granola. How did you have implantation bleeding around? Did you have bleeding? No, girl. You know what? I didn't have no bleeding at all. But I know that bleeding a little bit at the beginning is normal, especially when you had commented 6 weeks. It is normal, girl. So, you know, it's always good to consult with your physician and so forth. But I know sometimes it happens when women, when they just get pregnant, they still get a period. And, you know, I think that's the implantation that you're describing. If I'm too much busting at the seams, you better tell me, okay, to change my outfit. So today, let's go in with, let me see, the rest of this elf. Let's go in with the rest of this elf. I'm so scared. It's okay, sweet girl. You know, it's always, you know, for me personally, it's always best to have faith. Have faith. Don't be such a worrywart. I know it's worrisome, but have full faith in God. Have full faith. Say, God, I know you're taking care of me, God. I know everything's going to be okay, God, as long as I have full faith in you. I believe, I trust, I worship, I follow your lead. All good things will be okay. Everything good's going to be happening for you. You know what I mean? You just have to have full faith. Girl, and speaking of full faith, I hope you all had a great Easter Sunday, a great Holy Week. And let's not forget the significance of Easter, girl. Let's not forget the significance of why, you know, why we celebrate Easter, or the original, reason why we celebrate Easter. I know, Easter bunnies and Easter eggs are all the fun. But in all honesty, it's not about Easter bunnies or Easter eggs at all. But I know when you have kiddos, like me, I'm going to have kiddos. You got to incorporate that in there somewhere because you have to make it fun, for the kids. But also behind the scenes, show the kids. This is the reason why we celebrate. Jesus Christ, our Lord, has risen from the dead. He is ascending into heaven. You know what I mean? Soon. It's worth celebrating, So all those good things. Yep. All those great, amazing things. Okay. So we just primed up our face, removed all the product off our brows. Girl, I have my water right here. We have our green apple squish. Some juice squish. Makes it delicious. I just watched one of the videos on my For You page. Good morning. Hi, Misha. Good morning, girl. I hope you're having a great morning so far. Girl, I'm having a great morning so far. I got to get ready for another great day. And I hope you are too. I hope you're drinking your water. And we're going to get ready for a doctor's appointment. So you heard that, kids? A doctor's appointment. So you guys better be on your best behavior for the sonogram lady, okay? No squirming around. So she can take her measurements. I have to talk with them because sometimes, like lately, they're like, I'm like, kids, I'm trying to sleep. They're like, oh yeah, all the times that you freaking talk so much in the mornings and we're trying to sleep. I think they're in cahoots. I think both of them are in cahoots. Yeah, but I'd rather them move than not move, you know what I mean? So it's all fun and games. We're just having fun and games. Okay. So first things first, girl. First things first, we're gonna find our makeup brush. And let's not forget, girl, today is the 21st of April. Our good friend Norma's birthday. So if you see a Norma liking, girl, if you see a Norma in the comment section somewhere in there, her name is Norma Happersberger. Sorry, Norma, I'm already giving all your info. Today is her birthday. So wish her a very happy birthday. Send her huggies and lovies from far. Allison, you didn't even notice I was pregnant, girl? Yes. Yes, girl. I'm 5.5 months pregnant. With twins. I don't know the genders and I want to keep that. I don't even know. Nobody knows besides the doctor. It's like, doctor, do not spill the beans because I don't want to know. She's like, okay. And she even said the last time. She's like, if I say he or she, that doesn't mean that that's what it is. She's like, I haven't even looked. She's like, I could look, but I'm not going to look. Like, okay. Just so she doesn't spill the tea, spill the beans all over. Oh, Misha, you're 15 weeks pregnant now. Oh, great girl. What a blessing. Thank you so much. Love your energy. I appreciate you. One of the besties asked right now in the comments, I read it. She said, where's your Hello Kitty stuff? Girl, my Hello Kitty stuff is in a box. Because I had, we just rearranged the room because we had a room mishap. If you were there for the room mishap, 2 months ago. We had to take everything out of the room, so we moved everything out. We switched sides, so this is now my new side. And now we're trying to find a house. So I'm like, I'm just going to leave them in the box. Just leave it all boxed up. As a matter of fact, today we're at 6:30 p.m. We have a very important phone call with our home mortgage lender. I'm getting kind of nervous. And she's going to tell us how much we can afford. We gave her all the info. Driver's license, social security, check stubs, W-2s, all our personal information. And today she's supposed to call us, I don't know, tell us whatever we can afford, I would assume. But I'm getting kind of nervous because, okay, no shade or tea. No shade or tea, okay. And I say this because I was talking to my aunt yesterday when we went to go visit at for Easter. My grandma's house, and my aunt was there, and she was kind of scaring me. She's like, it's gonna take a lot of months for you to get your house and this and that and the other, You're gonna need this, you're gonna need that, it's gonna cost a lot of money, and this and that and the other. I'm like, can we please be positive, please? So if you're watching on, I'm sorry, but I told you, girl, like, I need positivity in my life right now. She's like, I'm just telling you. I'm like, I know. But that doesn't take away from the fact that I still need the house. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I was like, and I've noticed that, girl, like, no shade or tea to anybody, but there's some individuals out in the world, and if you're one of them, girl, I'm sorry, I apologize, like, no shade or tea to you, but they're really negative. Like, they're always focusing on kind of like negative things, like, all the time. And it's not just one person or a few people, it's several people. Like, well, this and that and this, and the negative, this, negative that, negative this, negative. I'm like, can you guys stop? And I know it's normal and natural to be negative all the time. But right now in my life, I've noticed, especially that I'm pregnant, is that I don't want to hear negativity. I'm very sensitive right now, I feel, like this last week. I usually call it anxiety. Maybe it's anxiety or maybe it's my sensitivity. Who knows? I just don't want to hear any negativity. Like, also, somebody commented on my car, my Hello Kitty car yesterday. Like, oh, you have a Hello Kitty car? I'm like, yes. Because they saw my car. Like, well, did you know that there's a dark story or a dark, I don't know what they said, like a dark or a black, like voodoo, or I don't know what they said, like black magic story or something. I was like, I don't want to know. Like, I'm a woman of faith. I'm a woman of, you know, I'm a godly woman. Like, I don't care to hear your story. Like, well, I'm just saying, like, I know you're just saying, but I don't want to hear it. I don't care. You know? And if you guys have heard that as well, that there's a dark story behind Miss Hello Kitty, just know that there's a dark story for everything. Everything in the whole free world has a freaking dark story because somebody negative had to go make a dark story out of it. But if you know, like, the creator of Hello Kitty, he made Hello Kitty to be a fun-loving cat that doesn't express her love through words. That's why she has no mouth. She expresses her love through her actions, just like how Jesus. I'm not comparing her to Jesus, but I'm just saying, like, because, you know, thinking about God and stuff. Like, he expressed his love through action by sacrificing himself on the cross for us. You know what I mean, kind of thing. So if you're negative out there, I'm sorry, I'm not even reading the comments, girl. Come over here trying to get ready. But don't be a negative sourpuss. Have faith, you know, trust in the Lord, and stop being so freaking negative. Like, oh, this, oh, that, oh, this. Like, I don't want to hear your negativity. Get out of here. You know? Yeah. Or like you say, go somewhere else. I know. I do always say that. Like, oh, can you leave? I'm leaving. Yeah, right? I know, Sophia. Like, I'm just saying, like, why do you have to say it? Like, what are you putting that energy out there, you know? Ask for phone home buyers program. I believe that. Yeah, the home mortgage lender already talked to us. She's like, okay, you're gonna apply for the first home mortgage buyer. Home mortgage. The home mortgage lender that we spoke with, she seems very knowledgeable. She's like, okay, you're gonna apply for this. We're gonna apply you for that. This is your first home. So, girl, I don't, like I mentioned, I don't want to stress. I want to have full faith in God that whatever he has planned for me will be. I've been praying about it, you know. And like I mentioned, right now I feel kind of anxiety. I'm not trying to, but I have a lot of things going on. You want me to tell you, actually? Look, let me tell you my week. Let me tell you my week this week. And as a matter of fact, I shouldn't even say it because sometimes I do things that I don't even actually do. I say things. Let me tell you something, girl. Look at this. This is my week, okay? You ready? Today is Monday. It's Norma's birthday. I also have a doctor's appointment. And today we have that important phone call with the home mortgage lender at 6:30. And I still have to work, okay? So clock in. Tuesday, I have an infant CPR class after work from 6 to 8:30 at my hospital. On Wednesday, I'm 23 weeks pregnant and I have a WIC class at 11 a.m. And I still, of course, still have to work, right? I still clock in my 40 hours. On Thursday, I have the Administrative Professionals Conference from 8 to 4. All the way at the Hills Have Eyes, far away from me, like 45 minutes away. So I have an all-day conference. On the 25th, we have Miss Erica's birthday as well. On the 25th, I still work, right? Like a normal person. And then at least on Friday, I have like a free day in the afternoon. On the 26th, there's a food bank that I want to go to, like a despensa at 9 a.m. And then after, I want to go to this event called Dia de los Niños, Dia de los Libros, so I can get some books for the babies. And that's my week, girl. That's my week. It's a lot of ups and downs, a lot of doctor's appointments, a lot of things I got going on, a conference, a doctor's appointment, 2 classes, the infant CPR and the WIC class, some birthdays happening this week, girl. And so I still want to incorporate Bible study if I can make it. Sherry Michelle has a Bible study on Tuesdays in the evening at 7 p.m. So if I can make it, girl, if the CPR class ends early or whatever, you know, I can make it. But yeah, girl, that's my week this week. So I'm kind of a little stressed, but it's okay. I'm trying to have a positive attitude. And yes, girl, I work, Elizabeth. I work Monday through Friday. I clock in my 40 hours. The 40 hours still happen. Yes. Let me see. Oh, the baby bump. Yes, Destiny. Maya Angelou. Girl, I used to know the quote. I forgot it. Remind us about Maya Angelou. Remind us the quote. I know Maya Angelou's quote because I used to live by it too, but I don't remember what it is right now. Do you know the genders of the babies? No, girl, I want to keep it a secret. I want to keep it a secret. Good morning. I know. What's the quote? What's the quote? Tell us. Good morning. Good morning, sweetheart. Yeah, but if I can give like advice of the day for today, I would say to have a positive attitude, girl. Stop being so negative. If that's you or if that's your surroundings, girl, don't even hear it. Like if someone's like, well, I'm just saying, like, girl, can you stop? I don't need your negativity around me right now. Wow, you're going to be on your feet a lot, girl. Oh, yeah, girl. When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Ah, what time is Bible study? Elena, so I don't know if you're on my time, Elena, but right now it's 6:57 in the morning. If you're on my time right now, girl, it's at 7 p.m. our time. 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Mountain time, Elena. And you can get on her Discord. On Sherry Michelle's Discord. Oh, maybe she's on right now. Yeah, I think Sherry was. Yeah, she's like right there. Yeah. Yeah, so if you girls didn't know, our good friend Sherry Michelle, she has a purple like profile picture. She has Bible study on Tuesdays. On Tuesdays for my time, I live in Mountain Time. It's on 7 p.m. But of course, you know, we learned the time zones like last year. It's Pacific Standard Time, Mountain Time, Central Time, Eastern Standard Time. She's in Eastern Standard Time. So for me, it's Mountain Time. So it's 6 for Pacific Standard Time, 7 Mountain Time, 8 Central Time, and 9 Eastern Standard Time, I believe. Yeah, girl, I had to learn the time zones because all my bestie boos, all you guys live in different time zones. So when we communicate, I'm like, wait, what time zone are you? I'm like, mathing, like just math, adding, subtracting. If you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, change your attitude. Oh yeah, girl. For sure, that's another good quote. Yeah, sure, girl. For sure, girl. Yes, always start your day with a positive mindset and a grateful heart. Yup. That is absolutely true, girl. And not only that, but like for me personally, as soon as I wake up and open my eyes, girl, and I know I haven't been very, I know it, okay? I know it in my heart because I can feel it. I haven't been, or I guess for me personally, I've just been in my own worship zone. And, you know, I don't know why, but I just feel like I need to worship right now, like privately. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but every morning I wake up and I just give a good long prayer to the Lord. You know, I kneel at my statues or around my home, you know, in front of my artifacts or whatever you call them, my crosses and stuff. You know, I have my palm that I made into a nice little cross that sits by my bedside, and I just pray, thank you, God,
for everything you continue to do for me every day. You know, so I just been worshiping privately because I just need to right now. I feel like, you know. And so I hope that you're worshiping privately as well. And keeping your faith strong, keeping your positive attitude no matter what, girl. And I know, like I mentioned earlier, like people around you, especially your loved ones, want to just be like, well, negative, 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 and well, you need this, and well, you need that, and you're gonna need money, and you're gonna need that. I'm like, well, no shit, Sherlock. I know, but you telling me it's not gonna make it any more, like, you know, like, I know you're telling me. I'm not dumb, you know what I mean? But it's not helping the situation right now, you know? So, yeah, that's just me right now, girl. I'm just being very raw, real, honest, how I am all the time, girl. Raw, real, honest, genuine, authentic. But other than that, girl, I'm doing great. And on this, on a positive note, I'm just so glad and grateful to God that my pregnancy has been very smooth. Super smooth, girl. I feel like I don't have nausea. I don't have... I'm just living my best life, girl. The only thing that I can complain about, if I can complain, is not finding clothes, cute clothes. Because most pregnancy clothes, no offense, or no shade or tea, they're not really that cute. Either that or the cute clothes is like an arm and a leg expensive. I'm like, why the heck is that outfit $50? Like pants and shirt? Like why in the heavens is that cute outfit an arm and a leg if we're only gonna wear it for like a couple of months, if anything? Like why? Suckers, you know? So that's the one thing for sure, that I can't find cute clothes. But other than that, girl, I'm living my best life over here. Trying to do my very best, keep a positive attitude, keep on going, and just pray to our Lord and Savior that He's going to handle the rest. As long as I continue repenting, worshiping, you know, spreading the gospel as much as or as little as I can, you know, and having faith as small as a mustard seed to continue pushing through. But my faith is bigger than a mustard seed, that's for dang sure. Yeah, girl. Hi, good morning, Danielle. Hey, sweet girl. Oops, I missed. Okay, let's spot conceal this face. Anyway. Yeah, I can't find a good station that I like. I can't find a good station to get me in the mood. Okay. What did I miss? I'm late. Girl, you didn't miss a thing. You're just on time. We waited for you to get here. Okay. So the party can start. Danielle's here, so the party can start. Danielle! I saw your latest TikTok. I think it's your latest TikTok video. I saw your TikTok video of you unboxing Macy's giveaway, I think. You're so cute. You and Mr. Danielle, but I was like already like, you know, in the beginning of it. It wasn't even showing anything, and I was already commenting. You're so cute, Danielle. If you guys haven't seen one of Danielle's videos of her unboxing her giveaway from our friend Macy, girl, she is the cutest person alive right now. Yeah, good morning. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, girl. Hey, Connie. I hope you girls are doing good, girl. I'm doing good. Living my best life over here. So, if you missed the makeup steps, girl, we primed our face with the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. We carved out these brows with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Dip in the shade Dark Brown. We used our Tarte concealer to shape and define these brows. And now we're using some Milani spot concealer, or Milani concealer, to spot conceal this face, girl. So after we do this, we're going to go in with our good old foundation to just kind of put all over the face. Of course. Good morning. Hi, Claudia. Good morning, girl. Her dog had the zoomies. Oh, is Richie running around? I'm over here crying. I'm over here crying. Richie's all running around. Oh no, you're talking about yeah, Danielle's dog. Yeah, Danielle's dog. Yeah, it's so cute. She's over here talking to the dog, going back and forth on the sofa. You're talking about Danielle's dog. Yes. Okay. So for foundation, let's do the Color Pop. Yeah, Danielle's dog. I know, I saw that too. So cute. I know, he was all hyped. He's like, mom's hyped, dad's hyped. Because dad, Mr. Stewart, he was like, I haven't even done my brows. But she's like, come on, screen. Come on. I know, we're talking about Danielle, if you guys didn't know, our friend. What? Let me see here. Pope Francis passed away? Oh no! Oh no! Give us the details, girl. This is the first that I hear of it. Give us the details, girl. What have you heard? One of the besties commented on the chat that Pope Francis passed away. Give us the details. I think he was already sick. Wasn't the Pope sick already? Something like that? I had heard that the Pope was already kind of sicky. Oh no. Yeah. Wasn't he kind of sicky? Claudia says yes. Oh man. Yeah, that's crazy, girl. And not only that, but like I've mentioned before in the past, when people pass away, we still have to continue to pray for their souls. Continue to pray for their souls. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The double pneumonia. That's interesting that he passed after Easter. It's like one last day to worship, like to give like your full worship, and he's like just knowing, like I'm sicky, maybe, I don't know. Because you know how when individuals, when they pass, sometimes they know they're gonna pass, you know? Like let's use for example like an elder person. Like an elder person, like they see all their family, like all their family is gathered, you know, or they, I don't want to say get permission, but they talk to their family members, and the family members tell them like it's okay to let go. And they're like, okay, you know, they kind of know like, okay, I'm gonna let go. And you know, a few days later, maybe that same day, they passed peacefully, you know, because they knew in their time, like, okay, my family's here, I physically see all of them. You know, we do a prayer together. I'm letting them know. They're giving me permission, I guess, that they're going to be okay once I'm gone and not in this world. You know, and so they let go. Maybe it was one of those things. You know, I don't know. But yeah, that does happen, girl. And we have to remember, I know it's sad when people pass, but this world, this earth is not our home. We were not made to be here. We were made to be in heaven, hopefully, right? If we do the right things. To go to heaven, right? If we do the right things. To go to heaven, and our yeah, girl, that's our goal in life, to get people to heaven, as many people as possible. Okay, let's see here. There's a song called Temporary Home. I love it. Yeah. Yes, I don't want anyone sad at my funeral. With the Lord Jesus, feeling yes. I know. Yeah. Whenever we pass, let's not be sad. I think what makes us sad, and of course, you know, everyone has their own, of course, you know, is us. Like, we're left, like, not being able to be with that person anymore. And that's what, like, the heart breaks us. Like, I miss that person. I love that person. I want to be with that person. That person brought me joy. That person, you know, did so many great things in their life, their actions, you know. And it makes us sad. That's what makes us sad. But we should rejoice. Just as we have to rejoice that the Lord has risen, we have to rejoice that they're, you know, in heaven with Jesus. And they're not suffering. They're not in pain. We have to rejoice that they, you know, are in heaven and just waiting for us to join as well. So we have to continue to be good. You know, we can't damn the world. We can't say, why did this happen? Why? You know, as much as we want to. And start acting a fool, drinking, getting into substance, you know, damning everyone. Because that does happen, girl. When someone passes, you know, sometimes there's individuals out there who just spiral downhill, spiral. Like, why did this happen? Why? It's like you're not understanding. It's sad, yes, but we can't remain sad. We have to rejoice. Yeah, for all the besties saying that the Pope passed away. Yes, girl. I found out a few moments before, like, well, I just found out like 5 minutes ago from the besties, from you guys commenting, the first commenters who told me. Yeah, girl. So maybe it was one of those things that he waited till Easter. He waited to give his service, you know? He waited to give. He worshipped as hard as he could. He said, this is my time. This is what everyone's depending on me and waiting for me to give, you know? Easter service. And I'm okay, you know? He probably said, we had a long talk. Him and Jesus, they had a long talk. And Jesus said, it's okay, you know? You did a service. You lived through your actions. And it's okay to let go, you know? What's the next step for me? Oh, yeah. Yeah, girl. So like I mentioned earlier this morning, I don't know if I'm feeling anxious or I'm just sensitive. One or the other or both. So don't be negative, okay? Please, somebody. Let's all remain positive, girl, because your girl's going to start crying again. How did you know you were pregnant? How did I know I was pregnant? Okay. So the day that I found out I was pregnant was December 18th. That was the day that I found out that I was pregnant by peeing on the little stick, right? So for me to find out that I was pregnant, not only did I miss my period, right? How did I miss my period? Because usually, from what I remember, my period used to be like on the 20th. I think I had missed it by like a day. I don't know if it was very long. Because you know how, I don't know if it happens to you. But like some months, if you're like clockwork, some months, let's use the 20th. You're like on the 20th for a few months, right? And then like a month or two in, you're like on the 19th. Like, okay, so now it moved to the 19th. And then a few months later, you're on the 18th. So that's what was happening, I think, for me at the time. Anyway, so I was expecting my period. It didn't come, like for like just barely, right? Like, okay, no period. And two things. My boobs were really like bigger, like fuller. Like, huh, my boobs are looking nice. You know what I mean? And I was hungry. I needed to eat breakfast. And usually I'm not a breakfast girl. Like if you know me outside of pregnancy, I don't eat breakfast. I can go like a whole freaking day without eating, you know what I mean? Typically me before pregnancy. But in the beginning of my pregnancy, I'm so starving, hungry beyond belief. Like I was like, I need to eat something now. You know, like raging, hangry. So yeah, so those were the first two signs I think for me, was starving beyond belief. I'm like, what is wrong with me? Like, somebody give me some McDonald's now. You know, I'm slamming it through the table over the... Yeah, so I needed to eat, and my boobs were looking extra plump and delicious and firm. Like, what is going on with these girls? They be looking real cute, you know? I'm like, something's up. I'm like going into a rage if I don't have something to eat. Yeah, so I think for me, that was the clear indicator. And then I peed on the stick on December 18th. And it was the day of our Christmas party. We had a Christmas party at work. And I remember I was like in shock the whole day. Like I was like I knew, like, oh, it's not just about me anymore. I have, you know, a baby. And then a month later, more or less, is when we had our first doctor's appointment, the sonogram. Because you can go in, they can pee on the stick or do blood work, but you have to be of a certain, I guess, week to get a sonogram. So I think it was January, like a month later or something. I think it was January 13th, if I'm not mistaken, maybe, that we went in to like a free clinic. I didn't know what to do. Like, who do I tell? You know, you know. So I went to a free clinic, and yeah, sure enough, that's when we found out that there was 2 babies. Like 2 babies. Like, yeah, you have twins. Like, oh my gosh, you know. What? My Unico contacts? What about them? I have them. What are we talking about? My contacts? Let me see. Do you have any workout routine? I used to before pregnant. Yeah, girl. Well, not a routine, but I used to go to the gym every day, or at least 3 times a week. And not a routine per se, but of course you break it up. You know, one day work out your arms and back, at least for me, arms and back. The next day, you know what I mean, my core abdominal area and a lot of cardio. The next day, my legs and butt. And then when it was arms and back, switch, like arms and chest. Then all abdominal, a lot of, you know, core workouts, a lot of cardio, and then butt, because you have to do butt, because our butt's like the biggest muscle we have in our bodies, you know. So yeah, so girl. And I still want to go to the gym, but just do like cardio, like walking a lot. I still want to, I just haven't because I've been so busy. But if you're pregnant and you want to do some exercises, just be careful, because I'm learning now. Because of course, this is my first pregnancy, so I'm learning a lot. That like physical movements of your body can like break your water. So just be careful. You don't want to have any leakage of the amniotic fluid, because that's what the baby needs, the nutrients from the amniotic fluid. Because you can bust your own water, girl, by picking things up, by being super strenuous on your body. You can break your own water. So just be careful, okay? Yeah, because did you know, and I learned this the last time, and I mentioned it the last time, the amniotic fluid after like 16 weeks or something is the baby's urine. Like first it starts off as you know, your fluids. And then after a while, the baby starts learning how to pee. So the baby pees inside the womb, and that's what builds up that's the cushion in the stomach. It's expanding, you know. So all the fluids that you see on TV or on like YouTube or whatever of the surrounding the baby, that's their urine. It's sterile. They can drink it. But yeah, girl, it's pee. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, our good friend I can't say your name. Vans. Oh, Vans. Okay. Yeah. I put it wrong. I put it the other way. Oops. I put my, you see I'm not paying attention. Yeah, the baby's fluid is their urine. So interesting, huh? I'm learning things. And a lot of strenuous activity can break your water. So they say, like, if you're already due and you still haven't gotten, you know, to that point of like, okay, come on out, babies, that you can do at that point, you know. Like I think I've also mentioned before also that our doctor told us no sexual activity. You know, don't stimulate your boobs too much. You know, and you guys have also mentioned like don't get super hard pedicures, because all those things can help, like, or makes your body want to like, okay, it's time to start, you know, giving birth, like inducing the baby, I guess, preterm labor. So yeah, girl. So we haven't had any sexual activity. Not me over here telling you all the tea in months. Yes, Allison. Yes. Yeah, see, a pedicure put you into labor. Yeah, you see? Yeah, girl. Sandy, no, I don't know the genders, and I don't want to know. So for all the besties who are curious on the genders, I don't want to know until they're born. It was a surprise to find out that I'm pregnant with twins. So it's going to be a final surprise, because I like surprises. Surprises are fun, you know? And then at the end, once I have them here on my shoulders and I go live, with their little faces, like holding their little faces that way. And I'm like this. I'm like, okay, guess what the genders are? Guess, guess, guess. You know, it'll be fun for us, you know? Take a wild guess. Is it a boy or a girl over here? And then everyone would guess. Like, like what about over here? Do you think it's a boy or a girl? And everyone will guess. I think that'd be so much fun. Turning on the camera. Like, hey, girl. Like, we're here at our doctor's appointment. And, like, throughout the week. Like, do check-ins. Hey, a little bit more. Thanks, sweetheart.
Here's one more.
You're the best. Thank you, baby. I appreciate it. So, we have Applejack cereal and a waffle. Yeah, so just, you know, so we have Applejack cereal and a waffle. Yeah, so just, you know, letting them know this. But just showing them the significance of faith and God, you know? Another tradition. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose. Another tradition that I want to incorporate, girl. And let me know how you feel about this, okay? And this might change, okay? This might change. Erica! Thank you so much for helping me get to my live goal. If you guys would be so kind, remember to follow me on the TikToks, follow me on the Instagram, follow me on the YouTube if you're not already. Help, you know, like this video, share this live, as well as help me get to my live goal, girl. My live goal is 5 cowboy hats with a matching mustache. So if you would be so kind. But let's talk about this, okay? And let me know how you feel about this, because this is how my birdie and I feel. But for Christmas, especially for Christmas, girl, I would say to not overindulge our kids with gifts. Let me know how you feel about this. 1 or 2 gifts from mom and dad for Christmas. That's it. Maybe 3, maybe. But I don't want to overindulge our kids with gifts for Christmas. Like presents under the tree, I don't want to go all out. Let me know. Because look, let me tell you something. And this is, again, no shade or tea to anybody. If you overindulge and get your kids lots and lots of gifts, that's great for you. I love it, you know, as long as you guys are happy and so forth. But for me personally, girl, I just feel like, again, like how I mentioned, Christmas is not about the gifts, the gift giving, unwrapping, toys, and what do I have next? What do I have next? Because I've seen in my, my short time here on earth, is that sometimes kids are a little bit ungrateful. Like, as parents, it's our job to show them the significance. God bless you. As parents, it's our job to show them the significance of what's important. You know what I mean? What's important in life. And sometimes, a lot of parents, again, no shade or tea, no, not to be mean or rude or judgy at all to anybody. But sometimes, parents don't incorporate the true meaning of why we give gifts, why are gifts given, And the children, of course, innocently enough, are like, what's my next present? They open it, like, oh, okay, what's the next present? Like, they open it, oh, nice. What's the next present? And honestly, gifts are not cheap, girl. Gifts, like toys and stuff, are very expensive and are getting even more expensive throughout time. And sometimes, we work very hard, obviously, for the things that we have, our earnings, our savings. And whenever the children, get a gift, it's not sometimes as well received as us parents or us family members or us whomever is anticipating. And it's happened to me, when I've given my brother or family members a gift, you thoughtfully like, oh, here, I thought of you, here you go. And they're like, oh, I already have this. They chuck it. Next, what's the next gift? And of course, as us adults, we should know, like, don't get your feelings hurt. But at the same time, to show these kids, show them the true meaning of thank you, appreciate that someone took the time to pick it out. Even if, and it's happened to all of us. even if you have to like kind of put on a little bit of a front or like a face, like a show, like, oh, thank you, like, you know, you have it, like, you already own it, you know. And that just goes to show that the person who bought it for you obviously knows you. They know what you like, because if you already own it, that's cool too, you know. You'll have two. But to not be so, I guess, mean about it, you know. Gratitude. There you go. Gigi said gratitude. Yeah, you know what I mean? Janie put, yeah, her baby got tired of opening gifts. Yes. So I think a tradition for us, or at least what in my mind today, what I'm saying now, of course, things change. Don't hold me to it. Is that I want to definitely incorporate or try to gift giving to a minimum. It's not about the gifts. It's about family. It's about worship. It's about us getting together and creating special memories together. And us as parents to incorporate time. Put the phone down. Not everything has to be recorded. Not everything has to be put on picture. Let's showcase it on Facebook. Let's showcase all the gifts on Facebook or whatever. Put the phone down, mom and dad, and enjoy these times that you have with your children and vice versa. They're going to see, you know, parents spending time playing board games, getting to know them, having those intellectual conversations, talking about the stars and going to the parks and looking up at the sky and trying to make things out of clouds, trying to make things, trying to get creative, painting, singing, picking up an instrument, you know, being creative with them, just anything, you know, besides from us selfishly just getting on the phone and mindless doom scrolling forever. Like, it's fun, you know, but after a certain point, put the phone down, mom and dad, put the phone down, kids, let's get together, let's get to know each other, because I don't know who you are anymore, kind of thing, you know, and for the older kids. So yeah, for sure, I think I want to like, so this is just me just thinking about stuff, obviously. You just said I wanted to vlog. Danielle, I just said I wanted to vlog this week, baby girl, not for the rest of my life. You know, they're not here yet, you know what I mean? But you know what I mean. Let me hurry up, girl, 'cause I don't have a lot of time. 2 objects that are the same shape. This and this. Confirm. Okay. Yeah. Deandra, will you do Easter baskets? Yeah, I want to, of course, I don't want to take the fun away from the kids, you know what I mean? But the thing is, instead of buying their Easter basket, like, it's one thing to buy a basket already made, but it's another thing to get their basket together. Like, okay, let's go to Michael's. Like, what do you want on your Easter basket, mijo or mija? Like, I want those fluff balls, and I want this, and I want to add glitter. Like, okay, like getting a bear basket from Savers, because, you know, they have like a million bear baskets. Not bear, but like with nothing on it. And like getting me busting out the hot glue gun and like putting on the little powder puffs or putting like glitter, or even if it's like a milk carton, you know what I mean, cutting it out like we would in elementary school, and drawing, painting, pasting, for me to get creative too. Like, I have a hot glue gun, like, okay, mama has it, like, who wants what? Like, I want this bunny ears here, mom. Like, okay, and we'll do it together. So yes, Deandra, I do want to incorporate those things, but I want to also make it interactive and not just buy one that's already made. Of course, until they're older. Like, once they're older, obviously, like, mom, like, that's lame. Like, okay, fine. Okay, which one do you want, you know? Like, I want that one. Like, okay, but you're not going to get it until Easter. And I can add some more things in it. You know, of course, as the time progresses. Another tradition that I want to show the kids is the value of $1. The value of working hard, girl. The value of, you know, blood, sweat, and tears that go into every dollar that's made, that mom and dad make. We make it for you. And for you to say, can I have $1? Like, what are you going to do to earn that dollar? What are you going to do to earn it, baby girl? Well, nothing. Like, nope. Go throw the trash out. I don't know how to throw the trash out. Well, let me show you. Or, like, not to be picky eaters. Once they're babies, they're going to eat everything. Like, you're eating everything or nothing. Like, well, I don't want that. Like, okay, well, what do you want? Like, give them choices, you know? Like, well, what do you want? Like, I want a sandwich instead. Like, okay. Like, come up. Get your step stool. Let me show you how to make it. Like, okay, you know, and then make it fun. Obviously, again, make it interactive with them. Because if they make it themselves, they're more inclined to eat it, right? Like a garden. If we have a little garden, we have a little garden with little fruits and vegetables. They're more inclined to eat the fruits and vegetables because they grew them, you know, kind of thing. Thank you so much, Eve. Thank you for helping me get to my live goal, girl. You're the best, you know? So if they make their own food, they're more inclined to eat it because they made it, you know what I mean? Like, okay, get your step stool, come up here on the counter so I can show you how to make. You get your bread and you get, you know, what do you want on it? Do you like mayo? Like, yes. Like, okay. So they can spread it with their little knives and forks, you know, the little butter knife that is not sharp. You know what I mean? And then later on, like, Mom, like, I don't want this. Like, what do you want? I want a sandwich. I'm like, okay. I showed you how to make it like 4 times already. Go up there. Like, okay, you know. They go up there with their little bread and their little, you know, they go into the refrigerator. Get their little, you know, mayo and mustard or whatever they want on it. Like, okay, like, you know, show them how to be independent on their own and not be relying on mom and dad all the time for things. So as they get older, of course, they're more reliable and resilient. Oh, thank you, Eve. They're more reliable and resilient on themselves. They don't need anybody. They don't need to wait on anybody to make them food. And that's like an example of life. Don't wait for anybody, mijo or mija. You want that $1? Go start cleaning out the neighbor's trash bin. Clean our trash bin. Go outside and wash the cars. You can pick inside or outside. You know? Because a lot of the times these kids just want to be like, gimme, gimme, gimme. Like, that's not how the world works, baby girl. Like, go earn that $1. Go do something. And then we'll go check it out. Go clean your room, you know? Like that kind of thing, you know? So I think... But you know who's going to be strict is over here, my bird. I think he's going to be strict. He's going to be a strict dad for sure. I know it in my heart. I think I'm going to be strict, but still fun. Strict, but fun, you know? Uh-oh. Let me see. EG was like, can you be my mom? Like, girl, I'm going to be strict, but fun on you. You know, and it'll be fun for me too. Like, to put my big girl pants on. And to be a mom. And one thing also, girl, I feel like when I'm a mom, like officially, like the babies are breathing air and stuff. And we have like soccer practice and we have gymnastics or Girl Scouts or Boy Scouts. Is that and I could be totally I could be just totally saying this right now. But like changing up my wardrobe a little bit because I feel like as a mom, and this might be kind of controversial, I don't know. I feel like as a mom, like there's hot mom, like hot classy moms, and there's like hot trashy moms. Sorry for saying it, okay? I'm sorry. No shade or tea if you dress provocatively as a mother. That's fine. That's your business, and I'm nobody, right? I'm nobody to say nothing. But like just kind of like pick and choose. Like as a mom, I guess I don't want to show like cleavage. I think that's one thing for sure. Like you can still like be bodycon, show off your hot bod, you know what I mean? But like put the girls away, you know what I mean? Like you can still, you know, show your legs if you want, just not like your butt cheeks or nothing. But like this, I don't know what I'm trying to say. You get it, right? You get it. Yeah. Yeah, you get it, girl. True that. Yeah. Like you can still like just be selective on your wardrobe, I guess. And I guess for me, what I'm talking about is just the cleavage part. Like I guess you can still dress however you want, but like the cleavage part, like put your cleavage away. This is what I guess I'm talking about. Like put them girls away, girl. And I guess I feel that way because I'm trying to breastfeed. So like these are for my kids. These are for my husband. Like not for the world. You know? Maybe. I'm saying this today, but of course, don't hold me to it, girl. Now, sometimes I'm all talk. Sometimes I'm all talk, but in my mind, that's how I feel I want things to be, you know? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to leave soon. I know I have to eat. I know. I don't have enough time for everything. It's either my face or eating or I don't know, but let me just at least get to this point. Yeah, let me see here. Dress your age. Dress your age, LOL. Yeah, I mean, for that one, I don't know, because there's a, you know, no shade or tea to anybody, like I always say. But if you have the bod for it, girl, and you look good, and you feel good, and you feel confident and radiant, like, who cares what people think? You know? If you want to dress, you know, however you want, and it makes you happy, that's all that matters. That's all I care about. I'm no one to judge. I'm no one to say, what are you wearing? Or like, if it makes you happy, if it makes you happy, you know? And your husband's over here spanking your butt because you're a hot box, go for it, girl. Shoot, I don't care, you know? But I'm just talking about for me personally. You know, I can still dress sexy. I can still show my body. But at least my girls, they put them away. For me, you know? This is a speed, yeah, that's for boys and for girls, I think. Your comment, to teach them how to be respectful, is for men and women. I don't think it's just for boys. I think it's for girls too. Like, to respect a man as well. To respect men. And for men, for boys and men to respect women. I think it goes both ways. Because as females too, you know, we can... Especially, I think, the females. Like, for me personally, when I was a young girl, I was the aggressor. When it came to me and my bird, I was the one who wanted to take advantage of him, so to speak. I was the one who wanted to already start, you know, celebrating our love or being kind of like, you know, sexual activities, if you know what I mean. I was the aggressor. I wanted to start. So I think it goes both ways, you know, because it happened with me, you know. I was the one already ready to have sex, you know, when we were young. And he was like, I'm not ready yet. I'm like, come on. He's like, no, I'm not ready. I'm like, man, boring. You know what I mean? It was me, you know? So, yeah. Not over here, you know, spilling on my tea, but let's be real here. The girls these days, too, are the ones who want to start early, you know? But at the same time, though, like, we also have to remember, okay, as females, it's kind of tough because we have to, like, kind of, like, play both sides as well. Like, I obviously still want my husband to be attracted to me. You know, I want him to be like, dang, that's my girl. Like, walking down the street, like, oh, dang, like, she'd be looking real cute. That's my girl right there, you know? So still be hot and sexy, but in, like, a classy kind of way, you know? Like, he knows, like, damn, like, that's my girl. She'd be looking real cute, you know what I mean? Like, I still want my husband to find me attractive. I don't want to be, like, just wearing a paper sack. Even though we could make a paper sack look real cute, you know what I mean? But you know what I mean. Like, just be picky and choosy. Like, choose clothes that complement my body, but that don't show my body, you know what I mean? Like, to some extent, you know? To some extent. Okay. Okay, now that this is on, what would be the next step? Let's take off. Do I want to put eyeshadow? No eyeshadow today. Let's just do no shadow. Okay, Stephanie Yelanis, have a great day, baby girl. Love you, miss you. Don't let nothing get you down. Hi, Queen Elena. Hey, girl. We're just here getting ready. I have a doctor's appointment this morning. So I'm going to ask the doctor today about those freaking pills I was taking. Those prenatal DHA pills. They're vitamins for baby's brain development. Because you know how, like, they say that when you're pregnant, you get like a mom brain. Like, you start freaking forgetting everything. I'm like, oh, heck no, girl. Like, I'm not going to get no freaking mom brain. I don't want no mom brain. I don't even like saying that, you know. They just say that you forget a lot of stuff when you're pregnant. I'm like trying to combat that. But anyway. So I was taking some vitamins that, in the beginning, you know, I read a lot of good reviews. I checked. I went through so many, you know, reviews and so forth. And I drank a whole bottle. I was like, okay, it's time to get more. And I couldn't find them. I was like, what in the heck's happening here? I'm like, why can't I find them? So I looked at reviews, and the reviews were showing up negatively. Like that it had this rosemary extract ingredient. I was like, what? And I looked on my bottle. I was like, rosemary extract? Like, what the heck? You know? And so when you look up rosemary extract, it's not good for you. It's one of the last ingredients on that bottle, though. I was like, why in the Hoover Dam are they freaking putting rosemary extract in a freaking prenatal vitamin? Like, what the heck, you know? Getting all pissed. So I was upset. But I was like, have full faith in God. Full faith that everything's going to be fine, you know? But I was getting pissed off. So I'm going to have to reveal to my doctor, doctor, that's what I'm going to tell you. Like, what? Like, and she knows. I told her I'm taking this, that, and the other when we first met. She's like, oh, okay, that's fine, whatever. And I feel like my doctor, too, like, she doesn't know a lot. Like, I don't know if that's, no shade or tea to her, again, no shade or tea. But, like, I would ask her questions, like, is it safe to use Crest White strips? Is it safe to do this? Is it safe to do that? And she's like, I don't know, good question. So I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm Googling it porque I have no idea. I'm like, que la chingada. Like, you know, so I feel like I would tell her stuff like, oh, okay, yeah. I'm like, are you listening? But anyway, no shade or tea again, but. Yeah, so I'm going to tell her that. I'm also going to ask her if she can issue me a parking pass, because my work, the parking is like at least 5 blocks away, maybe. And I walk that every day, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, a lot. So, like, can you, like, issue me a doctor's note so I can, like, park closer? So I'm going to ask her to do that for me if she can. If she can, girl, because it's far. Let's see what she says. Oh, wait, hold on. My doctor's appointment today is with the specialist. The specialist, now, she knows her stuff. She is, like, for sure. And I say that because the specialist has never rescheduled my appointments. Every time I schedule an appointment with my regular OBGYN, it always gets rescheduled. Every time. I get an email saying your appointment has been canceled. I'm like, what in the heck? And then I get a phone call. Oh, we need to reschedule your appointment. I'm like, oh, that's fine. But with the specialist, nope. They're on their stuff. They're on their fun stuff. Like, they know what they're organized. Okay. Okay. My PJs. Oh, thank you. I got them from the TikToks, girl. They're probably linked in the showcase, but towards the bottom. You have to scroll forever. Would I consider changing OBGYNs? No, I wouldn't. Again, I don't want any stress, Jamie. I just don't want any stress, nothing. I'm under, like, I feel like this whole couple of months I've been under so much pressure, stress, the wedding, the baby shower, you know, trying to, like, find a house. Like, I don't want any added. And then, you know, family members and friends being negative. Like, well, it's going to cost a lot of money to get a house. And, well, you know, the babies are going to be born before the houses. You even have your house. And, well, this and that and the other. And, well, you know, this and that. And what kind of details do you want for the house? And what kind of, it's a lot of choosing. You know what I mean? I still have to, like, think about, like, the babies, my stress levels, think about, you know, making sure they're healthy, doing my day-to-day. And like I told you earlier, I have a very busy week. You know what I mean? I have my CPR class tomorrow for babies. I have my WIC appointment on Wednesday. You know what I mean? I have my work conference on Thursday all day. Like, every day. I don't have time for anything. So when I get home, the least that I want to freaking be worrying about is, oh, you know? Like, what doctor am I going to look for next? No. It is what it is. You know, I have full faith in God. Everything's going to be fine. Just do what you got to do, Simone. Follow your gut instinct. Follow your motherly intuition. And just do what you feel is best, girl. You know? Okay, what time is it? 7:50. Okay, 10 minutes left, besties. 10 minutes left. Okay, so for the makeup, eyeshadow look, no eyeshadow look today. But we are going to do at least some lashes and lipstick, mascara. What am I doing next? Blush. And then scarf down my food, make sure I'm eating. I live in El Paso, Texas, Samantha. What am I having, like, for breakfast? Is that what you mean? I'm eating cereal and a waffle. I'm eating Applejack cereal and a blueberry waffle with banana on top. How are you feeling, Vicky? I'm feeling great. I feel kind of like anxiety or emotional. Maria, I have two. There's two babies in here. So we don't know what we're having. Any new cravings? No. It's so cute. Kate plus 8. You always ask me every week if I have cravings. I don't have cravings. I just want to eat everything. No cravings though. I just want to eat everything. If it's edible, I'm eating it. That's the cold hard truth of it all, girl. That's the cold hard truth. Just give it to me. Okay, let me see. Yeah, but it's going to be a great day. You'll see. It's going to be a great week. After I get off the phone right now, put clothes on, and when we're walking out, hopefully starting a week vlog. Hey, girl. It's your girl. Here to do a week vlog with you. With me. Follow me for this week. Let's see what we get into. What am I doing? Yeah. So if I miss a day, oops, apologies. But that will be posted on the YouTube. So if you're not prescribed, if you're not subscribed to YouTube, girl, get on YouTube. Follow me there if you would be so kind. It's linked on my bio page, or you can look up the YouTube by just searching VanicaSymone. Same username is here, and you will see my face. Hello. Are you still working? Yes, girl, I am still working. I still have to work. Yeah, that's an interesting thing for sure. When people ask if I still work, it's like, huh? I feel like I have to work. Don't you? Or no? I don't know. At least until the babies are born, you know? Or it's time. What am I doing? Oh yeah. Yeah. I still have my doctor's appointments today, girl. I found out about the prenatals on Friday, and when I called, they were closed. They were closed for Good Friday. So I'm gonna go today. That's why I'm getting ready. And then after the appointment, going straight to work. Hello. Thank you so much for the join my team. I see you, girl. Thank you so much. Yeah, and then after work today, I'm gonna have that important phone call. Me, Birdie, and the home mortgage lender. I was waiting on that phone call on Friday, but she's like, is it okay if we do it on Monday? I'm like, oh, fine, you know, to see how much we can afford for our home. So I'm praying that she says good news to us and doesn't come up with some BS. Because my aunt was saying, you should have gone with this home mortgage lender. Like, aunt, I didn't. I went with this home mortgage lender. So tell me good news, please. You know? Come on now, girl. Don't stress me out. Thank you so much, Georgina. I do appreciate your love and support. And that goes for all the Bestie Boos. I do appreciate you guys so much. And sorry if sometimes I just talk and I don't see your comments. Or sorry if I'm complaining the whole time as well. Me too. Or I'm over here. Everyone's complaining. I'm complaining too. But I just want you guys to know that this page, my page, what I say, you know what I mean, is very real, raw, authentic, genuine. You know, I don't mean, you know, harm, shade, tea, rudeness. I don't mean that in any shape, way, form, capacity. I just feel like this is my life and I'm pretty much showcasing who I am to the world. And I feel like it's relatable because, you know, I want to hear someone, or I want to be able to relate to someone that feels stress, you know, that feels anxiety, and I'm still trying to have a positive attitude about things and smiling every day and finding the joy out of everything, you know. That's me, girl. Or at least I'm trying to, you know, like, shut up with your negativity. Just focus on the good and having, you know, full faith in God. Everything's going to be fine and work out in his favor and in his name, you know. Because what's me being negative going to do for anything? Nothing. Besides, stress me out even more, right? Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, just put everything in God's hands. Everything will be fine. I've been putting everything in God's hands for the last, let's say 2 years now. With my new job, well, this job that I got, almost a year ago. With my vehicle that I own that I got last year. Going to church, doing Bible study at the church. With my friends, with you guys. Finding my group of friends that just love and support each other always and forever. That's you guys. Praying on getting pregnant. Like, please, God, let me get pregnant. He blessed me with 2. I was like, okay. I see you, God. I see you. So thus far, I've been having full faith and everything's been working out for me. So it doesn't make sense to have doubt now, I'm praying on a healthy marriage and a healthy relationship with my bird. And thus far, it's been an amazing, amazing, amazing life. And that's something that whenever I was at the church yesterday worshiping, I started crying like I was singing. And I don't know if it's ever happened to you when you sing to God or Jesus out loud with all your might, with everything you got, just singing out loud. And the tears just start pouring out because you're like, God and faith has broken my chains that have bounded me, Oops. When you realize like the life that you were living, the path, the decisions you were making, oops. Oh, well, okay, well, I was like, oops, I forgot to do this step. You kind of like realize like I have come so far. Thank you, with the help of God, with the help of Jesus. But it also took me to be there, I wanted to be there. I was tired of living the same lifestyle I was living for so long, And when I see old pictures of me or old videos of me drinking, drugging, smoking, I don't recognize who that was anymore. I'm like, I don't know who that was. So just thank you for allowing me to learn from my mistakes and to break those chains that take away the darkness out of my life. And girl, ever since I made the change, let me tell you, use me as a testimonial. Yeah. It's a real thing. Real talk. Okay, I'm just gonna put on my lashes, mascara, lips, put this hair in a ponytail or do something with this hair, put on my clothes, and be out, girl, because we gotta go soon. I'm surprised my bird hasn't told me anything. But I wish you all a great day. Oops. Ah, I dropped it. I wish you all a great day. Don't let anything ever get you down, girl. And if things get you down, girl, just, do what you gotta do to make yourself happy again. Even if that means just kind of, sticking to yourself. But hear your jams, hear your music. Self-soothe, read a book, read the good old Bible if you want. Journal, paint, draw. Get creative. Go for a walk with your pet if you can. Just find things to kind of self-soothe instead of self-indulging in doubt in your mind. Instead of, doubting your abilities. We all have those days. Every single one of us has those days. It's about snapping out of it, though. Snap out of there, girl. Okay. And this video will be posted up on the YouTubes. Not today, because I'm kind of behind. But if you follow me on the YouTubes, I am now uploading April 3rd. So if you want to catch your girl from back in time, catch me on the YouTubes. Just binge watch forever. If you want. If you want, baby girl. Thank you, my hair. Thank you. Okay, just a little bit of mascara to hide all the dusty lashes. Okay. just a little bit to hide the dusty lashes. We have our under eye right here. Boom, under eyeliner. We have our lipstick. I used this on Saturday, so we'll just reuse that lipstick, lip gloss, eyelash curler, lashes, hair. So I just need to now just get dressed. I'm gonna just use this little towel to take off all the dust, because girl, we gather dust in our hair whenever we're doing our makeup from all the powder. And then if our hair is oily or greasy, it's how it gets all dirty and nasty. So just dust off all those dust balls. Okay. I love you guys. I hope you have a great day. Anita, thank you. Don't let anything as far as negativity get you down. Not even me, okay? Like if I'm over here like complaining all the whole time. Don't let me complain and get you down, girl. Smile every day. You guys are amazing, strong, beautiful women. Every single one of us here today is strong, resilient, beautiful, beyond belief. Believe it yourself, girl. Feel it, believe it. And if you feel anxiety, if you feel loneliness, if you feel, you know, heartbroken, if you feel, you know, kind of like embarrassed maybe about your past, about the things that you've done, the hurt that you may have caused, if you feel pain from the hurt that people have caused you, girl, just know that you're not alone, and just know that you will get over things, okay? So I'm gonna leave now, but I hope you girls have a great day. I love you guys so much. And remember to hit that follow, girl, if you're not already. Follow me on the YouTubes, girl, if you're not already. Follow me on the Instagrams, girl. And we'll see you girls in the next video. I love you.